What up, guys? Welcome back. Today we are, well, not today, over the next few days, because this process is going to take a while. But we are going to be correcting or fixing, repainting, whatever you want to call it, the trim on the car. So the trim really isn't that bad, but my goal with this car is to fully restore it to as close as mint condition as possible. You can see the difference here, just kind of where it's fading and such. So I'm going to start off today taping off the car and masking it all, because it is going to take a long time. I am not taking all of the trim off. And then secondly, before I even do that, I'm finally going to be putting the clip in there. I already put up how to remove your T-top molding and such so that you can access the trim. So I don't need to do that again for you guys. But let me at least, I finally got the right clips in from Z1 Motorsports. Let me read the number for you. So the part number is 01281-00173. And then the screws that go with that, yeah, I'm just going to hold that there. I don't see part numbers on here somewhere, but maybe it's the label number. I don't know. But yeah, take a screenshot of that. And those are the screws that go in and hold everything in. So I'm going to do that first, tape everything off, and then we can get to sanding, priming, and painting. Like I said, going to be a few day process. Okay, so just so you get an idea of what I'm doing, so I'm going to outline everything that I'm doing in painter's tape, and then I have the tape with the drapes, I don't know what the heck it's called, but that I'm going to then tape to the tape. That way it sticks much better. I don't have to worry about if it's going to slip, especially in the middle of spraying or anything like that. That way basically the entire car is going to be covered. I want to make sure obviously there's no overspray anywhere. When it comes to some different areas, like here, you can actually stick the tape in the sides, which is really nice. And then obviously when you're up here, where if there's not room to slide the tape inside, you just want to make sure that you don't see any of the color of the paint, obviously, because you do not want to paint your car. It's the last thing that you want to do. So like I said, I'm gonna do this whole rear windshield. Up top on the T-tops are actually really nice, but I am going to do this trim here as well too. And my wipers are actually new, but as you can see on the cowl here, it's a little rough. I'm going to be sanding those down. I think I actually might take the cowl off, because there is this rubber over here is not sitting properly. I'm going to make sure that I get that on correctly. So I think I'm going to just take this off in general. When you are taking this off, a lot of people forget and they end up breaking it. There is a hidden screw on the driver's side over there, so I'll take you through when I actually take that off so you can see. But I'm not going to time lapse this whole thing, just kind of showed you a little bit, because it's going to take a very long time. So definitely time consuming, but all good. And then just so you know, so these are all new, so I'm good with all that. It's really just the top of the car trim that really kind of gets that direct sun access, or well, not anymore, but did, and just making it look good. So let me continue taping away. Quick change of plans. I was going to do a separate video and kind of just do a cowl how-to as far as removing it and everything along those lines, but I am not going to do that. I think I'm going to actually paint with the cowl on. I'm obviously going to have to lift up the hood, but just so you know, if you do have to remove the cowl, there are hidden screws all along the top that you need to not forget to get. A lot of people do, and they end up breaking when they try to pull the cowl off. So make sure you go through all those. And then there are focus, maybe not. So then there are 4 screws that go along the bottom. And then you should be able to pull it off gently. Obviously you have to remove your wipers. They just have the little cover that is on them. Let me show you. So this just pops off with a flathead screwdriver. There is actually, sorry, I'm all over the place. So if you look right here on the actual wiper, you can see that little indent right there. So you can put your little flathead screwdriver in there, pop them off, and then you just have a 14mm bolt which unscrews it, and then you can pull those off. Sorry for not making a how-to for the cowl, and actually showing you as I do it, but I think that if I just leave it on and tape it off, it'll make my life a little bit easier as far as painting goes, because I have to cover all this anyway, so I might as well. So now that I'm planning on leaving the cowl on, I can continue this tape down. I did actually already fix that. I did just pop all the bolts out, and then I was able to wedge that in and have that sit nice. But I'm going to finish taping off, and then like I said, I have the other tape that has the dressing with it as well. That's going to help mask the car off. Again, not going to make you watch that. It's super boring and very time consuming, but let me finish this up and then we can get to sanding. Okay, so I am still waiting for Amazon to drop off the tape and overlay that I have coming. It should be here any minute, but since I am restless and cannot wait, I'm going to start sanding now. So I have 400 grit sandpaper. This is really the roughest area, which isn't bad, but obviously needs to be corrected. I actually have already done this. This is very smooth, so I don't think I'm gonna go any rougher. So we'll see when I paint over it if it creates a lip. If it does, then I'll have to redo this section. But yeah, 400 grit, even on the trim around here. I'm not pushing hard. It's definitely scuffing it up, but a good amount. So I'm gonna continue doing this around the entire car, and we should be good to go. I'll continue the prep after that, as far as obviously covering everything and getting it ready for painting. Alright, again, so I got the cowl all sanded down. You can see where it was like really rough. I really had to sand it nice and smooth. Watch out, puppy. So yeah, I'm really excited to see how this is going to turn out, because I guess it was probably the most beat up on the car when it came to trim. So I'm just going to have to really make sure I wrap you know, all the liner, and obviously I'm going to cover the engine and all that stuff. Make sure I do that all really well. And then let me grab this light. Hold on a second. Alright, and then so you can just see. So, very lightly sanded. Like I said, that is very smooth. So I feel confident with it. And I went all along the tops as well. I even did the T in the middle. Hopefully that turns out nice. We'll find out. So, and then back here is really going to be the most interesting to me. I feel like overall, like the entire trim for this was just kind of beat up. So I'm excited to see what's going to turn out as. Alright guys, day 2. So Amazon ended up delivering this, I don't know, maybe about 7 o'clock at night, and I decided I'll just wait for today. But yeah, I think it was like 12 bucks. I don't know, it's called My Life Unit, but it's just automotive masking film. And yeah, it comes in 3 different sizes. So I'm just gonna continue throwing this on the car. So as you can see, you don't have to be so precise with it. I can literally just tape it to the tape that I've already taped out. That way I know that this tape here I took my time with will create like a real nice seam, a nice line. And yeah, so I'll continue to do this around the entire car, obviously cover the windows, everything along those lines. Alright, day 3. Finally no work, so I can actually finish this. But to be perfectly honest with you, it's, if you can, split it up. That way you really are only spending an hour for each, like the prep stage, the sand stage, obviously masking off the car, and now painting, which will probably take about 2 hours with the whole dry time. Otherwise, unless you have a full day to devote to it, at least it breaks it up, makes it a little bit easier. So, but anyway, so car is fully masked off. I just went around with a flashlight just to make sure that I didn't see any red in between any of the seams, and just kind of retouched up any little pieces of tape that maybe I wasn't 100% sure on, or if there was little areas of, you know, the drape flying up, whatever it may be. So we are good to go. So I actually already cleaned it last night. I'm going to clean it one more time, and then I'm going to wipe it all down with isopropyl alcohol, and then we can start to spray. This is the paint that I'm using. I apologize if I already said it before, but I'm going to be using this. I know a couple other people that have used this for trim and it worked really well, so I'm gonna go with it. Plus it's paint and primer, makes my life a little bit easier. But yeah, so let me wipe it all down, and then I'll just kind of do a time lapse of me painting. So just so you know, the first coat I'm going to barely put anything on. I don't want any bubbling or anything like that. If it does bubble, I'm just gonna sand it down with probably about 600. Make it nice and smooth, and then obviously have to do it over again. So, but yeah, stay tuned. I'm putting on the time lapse for you guys. Alright guys, so finally, yes finally, this is actually day 4 of this process. Again, you guys know that, you know, I did, you know, the masking and taping and all that stuff. Like I took an hour one day, an hour the next day, just to break it up a little bit. But it is so humid, or the air is just so wet right now in Florida that, what are you doing, buddy? Go away. But I could not get the paint to dry. And with trim, I mean, you truly want to put on such light coats, because it usually does adhere really well. And but it literally just would not dry. I'm not joking you. Yesterday I waited, I would say almost 12 hours, and certain spots were still wet. So this morning I pushed it out, got it in the sun, really kind of helped out a lot. I did re-sand it all down with 600, and you can see it's I just sprayed it though, and pulled the tape off obviously, but still a little wet, but it looks great. So back here was all messed up, so that looks so much better. I do need to just clean the car obviously once it all fully dries. I mean, the T-tops, this was all almost like orange peel type of a just the way it just looked like crap, right? It looks awesome now, especially the T-top as well too. Along here looked like crap. That's all good. This is where it was peeling and it was all a mess, so that all looks really good. It is not perfect by any means, but it most certainly looks way better, and unless you are specifically looking for it, you would really never know. So I am just waiting for the cowl just to dry a little bit more. I'm unsure if I'm gonna do one more quick light spray on it. There are some little areas that I might touch up, so yeah, so that's why I didn't pull the paint off there yet. But yeah, looks so much better. I'll show you, give you a quick walkthrough of the car when it's completely done, even though it's what I'm basically doing right now. But I do want to clean it up. Obviously the wind, you know, I don't know if you can see on camera, but you can see shit everywhere. So, but yeah, super excited. Makes me happy. So let me finish it up, and I'll give you the final look. Very excited right now. This is just one of the things. Obviously, there's many things when you have a 30-year-old car that, you know, kind of bother you or a little bit of a pet peeve, whatever. But this was one of my biggest ones. Oh, and remember, I put that clip in the beginning, so that's all fixed as well too. So yeah, so if you do need the T-top clips, I gave you the part number in the beginning, whatever. How that was like a week ago that I started making this thing. But anyway, so super excited. Let this dry, and then tomorrow I'll be able to take it out for a ride. So, but yeah, cool guys. I really appreciate you guys watching the video. Please like, please subscribe. It really helps me out with this stupid algorithm thing. And yeah, and if you have any comments, definitely leave them below. So trust me, I would love to hear other people that have the car, how they've done things, and you know, stuff along that. That's just the way that we all learn. So there's not a huge amount of how-tos and videos out there for the Z32s, or at least that are actually decent. So definitely leave likes, comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video.